Welcome back to Crystal Palace. Have I got someone for you to see? We just got our Youth Scout report back. Rather annoyingly, I clicked on it before I hit record, so you didn't see my live reaction, but I shall emulate it for you now. Hello! Jackson Davison, 90 rated potential youngster. He's only 57 at the minute, but 3 to 5 play styles. And hi, how are you, Jackson? Welcome to the club, sir. You've earned yourself a full-time contract. And Owen Hunt is 52 rated at 14 with 84 potential. But quite frankly, I don't think I'm going to take that one. We've got a couple of mid-80s rated already. So I think in those positions at the minute, it's only going to be the players that are a level above that we're actually going to start calling them up to first team squad now. There's no point having 700 different youngsters that can do a job, because not everyone's going to make it into the squad, and obviously I don't need the money at the minute because I've got 170 mils sat in the bank. Although the board did say that I'm not going to be able to take any of it from this season to next season, I should spend it. But at the minute, I don't really have anywhere I want to spend it. So we start today with Lask in Europe, and we've got a busy month ahead of us. So buckle your seatbelts, grab yourself a drink and a snack, and get locked in for what hopefully will be a successful episode for us. Do drop the video a like, really helps the content, and I'd appreciate it very much. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Come and follow me on Twitch and Kick as well to join the live streams, although, of course, we do live stream here on YouTube too. And we will hopefully start the day with a dub against Lask. That would be dreamy. Yeah, no, just auto-replace Curtis Jones, who's still out injured. A 1-1 draw against Lask. Krupi misses a penalty. We've had a handful of missed penalties so far this year. Not ideal. But hopefully we can do better in latter rounds, latter games. Right, have we got anyone in this youth system? 84. It's not really good enough compared to the others that we have in the youth system already to get the call up to the squad, I'm afraid. So you are going to have to take a back seat, sir, and sign for someone else. Curtis Jones is able to be moved to centre mid, but he is still peaked and he is still 83 rated only, but he's down as a box-to-box, so we'll start to train him as a box-to-box, and hopefully he'll actually play better. Not that he's played poorly at all. The minute he can't play because he was injured in a 50-50 training ground challenge, and unfortunately finds himself out for 2 months with a torn thigh muscle, which is one of the most painful things I can think of, really. A torn quadricep must be outrageously painful. Chris Richards up to 79. Riyadh close to 76, but not there yet, but will be soon. The squad is growing well. Our points tally is growing. Our league position hasn't really actually changed for the benefit of us yet, but hopefully victory away from home against Aston Villa will grab us a march up the table. Wharton now 85 rated. Go on, Adam, lad. Here is Aston Villa's starting lineup then. They're going 4-4-2 here today. Emi Martinez in between the sticks. Cash, Torres, Ferlamendi at centre-back and Ian Martin at left-back. Gesson, Tielemans, Baranachea and Grimaldo with Ollie Watkins and Mateta up top because Diego Simeone is their manager. Simeone signs for Aston Villa. I didn't realise that was the case. I did wonder why they were playing 4-4-2. Unai Emery, I think, took the job at Aston Villa. Unai Emery took the job at Atleti, I think, after Simeone resigned in this save. He got sacked in the Valencia save, but in this one he resigned, and he and Unai Emery appear to have just swapped seats. Mateta wearing number 9 for Aston Villa. Hopefully we can have him screaming in German because things have gone so badly wrong for him today. Nein, nein, nein. Das ist nicht so gut. Yuri Tielemans. Way, das ist nicht so gut, Yuri. Adam Wharton. Run from me, Uche. Space on this side for Amora. If we can find the right pass. Uche! Might be finding himself on the bench at the moment. He's not, but there you go. Diego Simeone, manager at Aston Villa. Uche's not been firing at the beginning of this season. We said we'd give him the chance up top to lead the line. But after, in the final game yesterday against Spurs, John Duran came off the bench to nab an equaliser for us when Uche hadn't come close enough in the previous 80 minutes. Missing chances like that, not even getting them on target and working the keeper and maybe earning us a a set piece at all is going to see Uche dropped from the starting lineup sooner rather than later if he keeps that up. Yuri Tielemans turns well. Here's Ollie Watkins in the box. He's offside. All right. Weird technique, but effective pass. Baron Achea. I love that back, thank you. Malagusto. Nice to McKennie. Filling in for... Oh, lovely ball. Filling in for Curtis Jones, but doing a very good job so far. And Ismail Assar also can't find a way past Emi Martinez. But at least his shot was on target, Christantus. Win the header. No. Get to the loose ball. Amura's going to bring it down. Trust his first touch. It was a little heavy. It's Danny bloody Slater. He's not the man you need there. Amura. No, that's not the one. Good block. And then intercepted. Timber. McKennie. Looking for Uche. Can't find him. Looking for Uche. Found him. Villa with good defensive shape though in this 4-4-2. Sometimes you cut through a 4-4-2. Just look at what we did with Valencia against Villarreal and Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid no less, but seems to be well suited for this Aston Villa side because they are sitting in a low block. In fact, I just cannot break through. It's going to be 0-0 at half time here despite our efforts to try and get in behind. We have had a couple of good chances but haven't been able to grab the goal. Mora's back on side now and he's got some space and I pressed the wrong button. I went to finesse, changed my mind to go for a little dink over the keeper, but hadn't fully let go of RB by the time I pressed LB and he went for a power shot! Stay composed. We are getting chances. We will take one of them. Grimaldo and Baron Achea. Balagusto's in the way. Hit a hand though, free kick for them. It's far enough out that Grimaldo could get a decent whip on this and maybe plonk it right on the head of a certain Frenchman. Oh. Or they could try that, which has not gone very well for them. Walton. Ah, nice try. Matty Cash read it though. Couldn't send Amaura in. It's a lovely switch. Grimaldo. Tielemans and around the corner here. Evan Guessant, nice turn. Drop of the shoulders, gone well. Well in, Diamande. Right, come on then. Open up your back line, let me in. Thank you. Come on, Amora. Please, Amora. Please, Amora. Please, Amora. Uche! Ah! Right, he's off. He's off. He's off. He's off. Uche for Duran. If Duran finds an equaliser or finds a goal in this game in the final half an hour, then he can earn himself the starting spot for the next game. Because Uche is not firing so far this season. Just not as good as he was last year. We're worried if Ismail Assar might be the one-season wonder. Starting to wonder whether we've got two one-season wonders. With Uche not quite doing the business for us so far this season. Amora takes in his stride brilliantly. Delivers it well. Can't quite get to it. It's brilliantly dealt with by the back line. 25 to go. Come on, Walton. Make the run. Amora around the corner. Amora in the box. Amora in the box. Ah! Duran was there waiting. Timber. Oh! Brilliant effort. Brilliant save. That was flying towards the top corner. And the keeper was in the way. Diamande's up for this. No, it's not Ollie Watkins. Has just held him off and then brought it down in front of him. Here's Memphis Depay off the bench for them. Hopefully Diamande's got the legs to get back to that and reach for that as well. Lovely. Brilliantly done by Amora. John Duran breaking into the box and Ferland bloody Mendy is there at centre-back again. Headed by Wharton's excellent, but there's so many Aston Villa defenders back there. We couldn't do anything about it. It will be a 0-0 draw away from home against Aston Villa. We tried as hard as we possibly could, but no way through. Right, it is a very busy month, and as such, we are going to end up simming this first derby of the season against Brighton. Going to throw John Duran in from the start. And Amora grabs a goal. And McKennie grabs a goal. And we get a 2-1 win. Lovely. Now we've got Manchester City coming in the Premier League. We've got a game against Sporting in Europe that I'm actually also going to sim at this stage. Because we want to play the game. Oh, finally, he's agreed a contract to go somewhere else. Thank Christ. Because finally... we've got Liverpool in the Carabao Cup that I'd like to play. Dodgy food. After a team meal, several players have reported feeling unwell. Check the squad hub to see how many of them have been affected and what changes you need to make before the upcoming match. Oh, so loads of players have got... Mate! Fire the chef! What is this? Borna Sosa's injured as well. When did that happen? Oh my lord. Ute, Saar, McKennie, Diamande, Gusto, Riyad, Richards, Krupi, Duran. I mean, Borna Sosa has got food poisoning so badly he's actually come back injured. Is that from international duty? Oh, finally in race. Don't tell... Because Borna Sosa was fine. I don't know where he's picked up that injury from. Just tired. Tired? He's so tired he can't play. Wow. Right, okay. Well, thankfully, it's a game I was going to sim. So, it's not going to affect me that much. Put Rodoni in there. Gusto for Reed. Diamande for... Richards is just a little bit fitter. My God. Well, Sporting then. Dodgy food. Fire the chef. Unbelievable, Jeff. But we still come out with a 3-2 win against Sporting. Quinton Timber. Abdi Ezelzuli and Eddie Nketiah with the goal. My brain died there. I must have had some of that food. Next for us then is Manchester City in the Premier League, where hopefully everybody's going to have recovered and can play the next game. Disappointed I left you out. You had food poisoning, you prick. Right, Manchester City on the way. Who's going to be fit for this one? Manchester City. Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal at 90 rated. Hooray. John Stones, Ruben Dias, Nathan Ake, Knight Nuri, Reinders, Rodri and Silva. And then Foden, Haaland and Rafinha as the front three. Yikes, I think is probably just the word I can use here. Almost everybody's back up at full fitness, but John Duran starts for the first time in the Premier League for us. At least the first time in a played game anyway. McKennie's overrun that. Not the greatest of starts. City with player-based difficulty on could be a different beast altogether. We used to, last season, actually play that quite well against them and get a good result. This might be something entirely different. Oh, and if John Duran was a little bit more agile, might have made his way past Ruben Dias there. Looking for Wharton. Immediately look for Amora. John Stones at fullback is going to be a weak spot for them, rather evidently. I don't quite know how that's gone in, but I'm glad it has. John Duran, impact again. For the first time in the Premier League at the starting lineup. Just as he did in Europe. Bags after about 10 minutes. Need to see a replay of that. Driven the ball into him, but there's two defenders and the goalkeeper in the way. I don't know whether Donnarumma's just unsighted by Dias and Ake in front of him and he can't quite get there, or he expects it. And he is kind of unsighted. He's gone down early there, Donnarumma, and the ball's just risen over the top of him. That's poor goalkeeping more so than anything else. 1-0, Palace. Bernardo, Rafinha. Brilliant to White Nuri. Whips it well. Danny Slater's up. Forced to Rodri though. Bernardo again. Really with anywhere to go other than the fullback at the minute. Taking his sweet ass time about it. Does well though. Give me Timber please, thank you. Where are you going, Rodri? Ah, in there to the big man. Ooh. Powerful, low driven. And his weak foot, thankfully, well held. Wharton versus Foden isn't really a physical race that I'm going to win, is it? This is good from City. Haaland's in. Just give him a little nudge with Lacroix. And I think that's gone out for a goal kick. Just enough. Just a little bump on him as he's going for the shot. And it's put him off enough. We've been able to force him into shooting wide. They really ripped me apart there though, City. Opened me up really, really well. We cannot afford to let that happen many more times at all and get away with it. Bernardo. I don't know what Bernardo Silva's doing there. Just seemed like he couldn't make up his mind, just jogging in a straight bloody line. Speaking of running in a straight bloody line, may I welcome you to Ismail Assar. John Duran scores a second, Crystal Palace 2, Manchester City 0, and that is solely on Bernardo Silva's lack of any sort of intelligence whatsoever. 4 goals in 8 in the Prem. I don't know whether it's the tactics, whether it's lack of... Well, the Bernardo Silva thing was definitely lack of intelligence from the AI. But City just aren't the powerhouse they should be when you play against them. Rodri, Foden, goal. He's still pretty good though at times. Good goal by Foden. It's going to be 2-1 at half-time. It's like Nouri. A little step over. Haaland's given that away. Erling Haaland has been particularly disappointing, in this game so far. I was actually, weirdly, kind of looking forward to seeing how good he could be with... do I go one extra pass? I think I might have to. I was looking forward to see how good Haaland could be with player-based difficulty on, but he's just... not been... He's been better than he normally is. I will give it that. But he's still not played like a 93, 94 rated player, for sure. He's not played like Mbappe does, or like Vinny does in the Valencia save, that's for sure. Another mistake from him there. I was going to try and dummy that. Here's Rafinha. Into Erling. Nice sharp turn. That's not going to work, mate. Try that as many times as you like. You're not going to beat Dino like that. Bring it down as you touch. Eventually under control. It'll do. McKennie. Timber on a yellow now. Rightly so. Oh, John Duran to seal it. Big save by Donnarumma. I mean, pass back is a word in the English dictionary that I feel is apt in that situation. To finish Manchester City off once and for all. Phil Foden's in behind here. That's a brilliant turn. Rodri's got options, but Diamande's in the way, and the ball is cleared. Duran's won that well. Ismail Assar's on the go. In we go. Bring it down. Away from Ake, please. Little dink looking for Duran. Oh, with a diving header. Can't direct it into the top corner. An exasperated Oliver Glasner on the sidelines, and I'm the same sat here. More. Latest here again. I'm just going to try and see this through from here, I think. 2 minutes added on by the fourth official. And we're going to be able to hold on for a 2-1 win here against City. It's been a close second half. It's been a close fixture, really. We could have finished it off. They could have brought themselves back into it. But ultimately, in the end, we're going to be... Right. You could have headed that rather than trying to scorpion kick back heel. But ultimately, we've done enough to see off Manchester City, and it's a 2-1 victory for Crystal Palace away from home. They were harder to play against than they normally are, with player-based difficulty on, but I don't feel like player-based difficulty really did enough for Manchester City there. Brilliant goal by Phil Foden, though. Take nothing away from that. Abdiel Ozuli saying he wants more football. Well, guess what you're going to get in the next game against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, mate? More football. Alisson in goal for Liverpool. DeMarco, Rudiger, Van Dijk, and someone else at right back. McAllister and Gravenberch. Salah, Wirtz, Kakpo, and up top, Alexander Isak. It's Conor Bradley at right back. I let Arne Slot pick his own side for the Carabao Cup because I wasn't sure whether he prioritised this competition over domestic football, over European football. Yeah, that's a strong team. He is prioritising this competition. We have fielded our rotated 11, so if we win here, then I'll be absolutely flabbergasted. Isak's in the box. All right, Cody. I mean, I presume you were going for goal. I don't really know who would try and square that with an overhead kick in that situation. Alexis McAllister certainly should have done better with his effort as well. Liverpool on top in the opening 10 minutes, but no goal to speak of thus far. Florian with the interception of his life. Rodoni quickly around the corner to Eddie Nketiah, who will lift this looking for Ez Al-Zouli, who, well, isn't going to get there. Oliver Glasner is crying, apparently. Is that more of a command? Oliver Glasner, cry. Hopefully, tears of joy when we win trophies this season. Yeah? Good. Isak, gimme. Well in Chris Richards. Zozuli played in again. Eddie Nketiah. Huge cheer from the crowd. Eddie Nketiah 2 appearances in the Carabao Cup, 1 goal for him now, and that was very well taken indeed. I wasn't sure whether to start him or Uche. I made the right decision, it seems. Oh, lovely ball out to Mo by Gakpo. Cut back on his left. Can't let him do it too much because he will get himself in a shooting position, but Shepherd has just run up, taking the ball off him. No fear from the young man. Just racing at one of the most informed and highest rated wingers in world football, and just says, I'll have that. And he's going to have a shot from 30 yards as well against arguably the best keeper in the world in Alisson. I like this kid. I like him a lot. I think Shepherd is going to have quite the career at Crystal Palace in this save for as long as it lasts. Reed. Not really had anything to do, Reed, in this game. I completely forgot we were even playing like a 65, 66 rated fullback on this side. Gakpo has done well, but I don't feel like it's been because the fullback hasn't been very good. Bradley out to the Dutchman again. Touch and under control. Swept around the corner, but we get away with it. Or get it away even. Krupi. I'll float this. I mean, I could get there. Chundering away gets there. Or chuntering away. Alright, Shepherd. What was that? Wait, fancy pass. He's not got the fancy pass trait, but that was disgusting. Alright, this young man is a young man of flair who's just burst on the scene here, will take anyone on, and clearly has a little bit of Ronaldinho about him as well. I am starting to feel like he's already better than half the players we've got in the squad. Abdi, couldn't quite find Nketiah there. And now we're in. Our 1-0 lead looks relatively decent at the minute, and likely of staying where it is. Really know what Chris Richards was doing there, but we get away with it. Reed still. And out to Krupi, who will float this. And, well, Antonio Rudiger does dominate aerially, doesn't he? That's well done. Right, now we might be in trouble. Although Gakpo's forced himself a little wide. He's got Isak with him. Oh, and... Wow! Kepa! Forget zooming in on Gravenberg. What a stop! I need to see that again. Kepa Arrizabalaga has thrown himself at that. Ball comes across here. And look at the amount of space. No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Look at the amount of space he's got to bury this, Gravenberg. And that is on its way as well to the top corner. Kepa, wow. That's unbelievable from him. Liverpool corner incoming. That should absolutely be 1-1. And it's only because of the Spaniard that it's not. Into Shepherd. Who has just drifted around Ryan Gravenberg. I know I keep going on about it, but this young man really is impressing. Verts. Oh, what a ball. Gakpo. He's just got to commit. Riyad comes across, takes it off him. Did try and pump that a little bit further down than that. What a ball by Verts to Gakpo, though. Here is Cody again. And Isak now. Back to Gravenberg. And Verts. And Verts. And Verts. And Kepa. 15 to go. Liverpool really are pressing to get that equalising goal. Oh! And thanks to a certain Spaniard, they don't have it yet. 2 corners in a row. They've found Virgil van Dijk. 1 wide and 1 saved by the keeper. Oh, that's a really quick whip. That was almost Trent Alexander-Arnold corner taken quickly-esque. Gravenberg. Verts. Good delivery. Gakpo. Liverpool have had the chances. Can't deny that. Gakpo has absolutely dominated the fullback there. And has put it straight at the keeper. Here's Alexis McAllister. And Gravenberg. And Verts. Well in Chris Richards. I mean, the pressure is unrelenting. But Virgil just can't score his header. And Ketty's up brilliantly. Abdi Ezilzuli. Ah, Shepherd. Never mind, he's won it back again. Go on, young man. Shepherd. Eddie Nketiah. Oh, just trying to waste time. I feel like we might just have done enough. Well, Liverpool have had countless chances in this second half to get the equalising goal, but they couldn't get it. We're through the round of 16 and into the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup at the expense of Liverpool, who were the better team and did create much better and more frequent chances than us. 10 to our 2. We have absolutely shithoused a 1-0 win there. I don't know how we've done it, but I'll absolutely take it. Swansea 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1. We got Villa 2, City 1. Man United 3, Sheffield United 1. Forest beat Oxford United, as you imagined that they would do. West Ham knocked Chelsea out on pens. Arsenal knocked Brentford out on pens. Spurs are through against Burnley. Quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. But this just be prize money, won't it? Oh no, it's just a match rescheduled for presumably the next round of the Carabao Cup. And then bottom of the table, Birmingham are next. They were played 5, lost 5. They are now played 9, lost 8. Lol. Maybe I should have waited until after the match day before I said lol. I need to put John Duran in permanently now and drop Uche to the bench. But, lol. Good. 3-0 win. Amora, Wharton and McKennie. We'll take it. That's another 3 points in the bag. Newcastle beat Arsenal, whose season continues to flounder at the beginning of the year. Youth Scout mission. We'll have a look at that before we end so that you can get my live reaction if there is a belter in there. And in the Premier League, we're now up to 8th. And, well, 3 points off Liverpool in 3rd. So, game on for the Champions League, thankfully. We have started to recover our season. Nobody in that one this time around. That is intriguing. It's the first time we haven't had someone that was at least 83, 84 rated with their potential in the Youth Scout report. We can go an extra day to get the next Youth Scout report as well. And this one, again, a dud. That's a real shame. I mean, we have a player that we're quite happy with, to be honest. So maybe I'm not looking for the next worldie because we feel like maybe we've already got one. Have I got Manager of the Month? I did get Manager of the Month. Did I deserve Manager of the Month for October? Did we do that well? A draw against Villa, a win against Palace, a win against City and a win against Birmingham. I mean, I guess so. But, I mean, you would have expected us to get most of those results. I'll take it. Not going to say no. Hopefully no Manager of the Month curse in the next episode, but you shall have to join me tomorrow to find out whether we do get the Manager of the Month curse in the next episode. That is all from me for now, as Haaland has won the Ballon d'Or this year. Not that you'd be able to tell against me. It is a bug that you don't get the cutscene. There should be a cutscene for the Ballon d'Or award winner. It's a bug. They're looking into fixing it. Another one to add to the list. But they're working on it, so they're not just sitting on their asses doing nothing. They're actively working on fixing a lot of stuff. The Career Mode team are going above and beyond, and they're just as frustrated that the game has come out with as many bugs as it has as we are. But actively working on it. Right, that's all from me for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this save, as we're marching on, hopefully, towards a record-breaking season here for Crystal Palace, and I will see you in the next video.